Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode. Today we're taking a look at Subspace Network. How would you like to be part of a 4th generation blockchain that will be built for the next wave of crypto creators? Early blockchains have been out the gate and have allowed people to be able to build upon their blockchains. However, they have now got problems that they have to fix later on because of scaling issues. We have obviously Ethereum with expensive gas fees, and some of the transactions can be really slow. 4th generation blockchains will aim to fix these problems straight from the go so that they have scalability. This is what Subspace Network will be offering. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the process of how to sign up to actually run a farmer node. With that, you will gain passive rewards. Of course, in today's video, we do have watch to earn. So if you want to have a chance to win one of 2 lots for $50 US, all you've got to do is go down into the description, go to our Discord and post in the competition wallet section your YouTube name and your wallet address. Then go into the comments, post the watch code that appears at a random point during today's video, and then you're entered. Right, let's get into today's episode. Subspace Network will be aiming to build a free and fair consensus. There will be no compromises in scalability. It'll have true interoperability, distributed archival storage, decoupled smart contracts, and be radically decentralized. Their Ares testnet was really successful. They have multiple different networks archived on that. During Gemini 1, they had the incentivized testnet running with scalable smart contracts via decoupled execution, and they had over 13,000 community-run nodes. That came from 50 different countries, and now they're moving into Gemini 2 and hope to see even more building on that, and you could be part of it. So today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how. Here's a simple run through of how Subspace works. So you will be farming, building, and holding. You can share space and farm coins in the process. Anyone can share space on your home computer and earn rewards for producing blocks. So this is not something that's new, by the way. Nodes are something that are run like Gala Games. They actually sell nodes, which you run, and people were purchasing those nodes for like $10,000. So this is free, and you can build data-rich dApps on the Subspace Network. So devs will pay once to store data on chain forever. Storage costs go down as more farmers will join the network. You'll be able to hold coins and run contracts. So you can stake coins in an executor node to process smart contracts and earn transaction fees in the process. Before getting into doing something like this, you need to know that the project has legitimacy, and you'll definitely see that within the backers. So Pantera Finance, they actually raised $33 million led by the Pantera Capital to build out their infrastructure to support Web3 at internet scale. And as you can see, some of their other partners include reputable companies like Crypto.com. We have Gate.io, some very reputable names in the crypto market. Right, now the Gemini 2 incentivized testnet will be live today at 3 p.m. as of when I'm recording this. The Gemini configuration summary is that the initial history will be set for 5 gigabytes. Max plot size for farming is 100 gigabytes for each farmer node. Additional 50 gigabytes required to account for chain history growth. So what we're doing here is pledging spare disk space. No expensive setup or upfront capital is required. It's going to be lightweight, easy to set up, and there will be frequent rewards. If you're wondering why would you pledge disk space, well, they're trying to stay eco-friendly, helping them to shape the future of Web3, open, inclusive, and community-owned. Now, even though Subspace Network is a layer 1 blockchain, its goal is to empower and support other chains. So its array of services ideal for scaling opportunities such as rollups, sidechains, Polkadot parachains, Avalanche subnets. They offer other services, robust permanent storage, data availability layer, and trustless cross-chain bridging solutions. Without having to migrate their current implementations, this makes it very easy. Additionally, Subspace is ready to support immersive metaverse projects that aim to empower the next wave of user-generated content. And one day they envision a world where they have a unified cross-chain experience powered by Subspace, just like the web browser did for the internet. So I think you're becoming part of something that's really positive for the future of Web3 space. So you'll be pledging storage, farming coins, easily share disk space on your home computer, and earn Subspace credits for helping secure a globally distributed network. The application is easy to set up within minutes and requires minimal active maintenance. Minimum hardware requirements are 2 dedicated CPU cores, 4 GB of RAM, 8 GB is suggested, 60 GB of hard drive space. So let's become a farmer now. We talked about the prerequisites for storage space and RAM capability, CPU. We also have a crypto wallet needed, so I recommend using Sub Wallet. you can just click. We'll go through the process now. Download, I use Firefox, but if you use an other browser, you can just add that to it, and that'll add on as an extension, just like your MetaMask wallet. And if I go up to my top right, you can't see this, but you'll click Get Started, create new account, and that will bring you here. You can then click the account and you'll get a 12-word generated mnemonic seed. So this is mine. Click the next step, create a password for this, add the account with the generated seed, confirm. And there we go. We have our sub wallet ready to be able to send and receive crypto and NFTs. Next up, you need to decide whether you'll be running an archival or full node. So before starting to decide this, the full node will only keep the last 1024 blocks. As a result, the node will take up significantly less space, leaving more space for farming plot. Archival nodes will keep the full history of the network on your device. As a result, the node will take up more space and continue to grow. Running an archival node will significantly help new users trying to sync the network. Archival nodes are also helpful if you want to run your node as an RPC node for historical queries. The default instruction below will assume you would like to be a full node. If you would like to run an archival node, remove the following parameters from your node command: pruning 1024 and keep blocks 1024. Instead, add this: pruning archive. You can't switch between a full and archive node without wiping it, by the way. So if you do need that, follow the steps to wipe in the wipe and purge section. You also need required ports. So currently TCP port needs to be exposed for the node to work correctly. If you have a server with no firewall, there's nothing to be done. But otherwise, make sure to open your TCP port to 30333 for incoming connections. So for example, I have a McAfee firewall. I can go into add. I've already done it, but you click add, and then you can make sure you put the TCP port there as 30333, and then save that. Once it's done, that will be added then. That way your firewall isn't going to block it. Right, now to installation. So we will be downloading two files for our respective operating system: the Subspace node and the Subspace farmer. The Subspace node is the executable that actually makes the connection with the Subspace network. The farmer is the executable that will actually farm for rewards of your allocated storage plot. So I will be using Windows. Okay, so once you have downloaded the node executable and the farmer executable and you have your wallet, then you can open up Windows PowerShell. So already have it there, but you can search in your taskbar, then type cd space downloads, or you can just copy it from the example. So that's point 2 is to copy that command. Then you'll get the ability to start the node using the following command. So what you need to do here is copy this line, these lines here. You can just click copy there if you want all of it to be able to read it. But then you would paste that into a Word document, is what I've done, and then just change insert your ID to whatever your ID will be. So Goshinyhunting. Then you can go back on that, only copy this section, go into Windows PowerShell and copy that and click enter. You should get something that looks like this. So Subspace, then you'll get the peace sign with this version, then a heart with Subspace Labs. If you've got that, that side is running fine. Next, you will have to open up PowerShell again. So separate terminal. Once you've copied that, type in cd downloads again. And then this time you want to copy and paste this command here. I recommend copying it, pasting it into Word document again, and then you're going to be changing the wallet address. Now when you're changing the wallet address, you need to make sure you're using the one not on the sub wallet. You're looking for Subspace Gemini 2A, and then we can copy that and then just paste that into the replacement of the wallet address. Make sure when pasting it that you make sure that I pasted over a space, so make sure that space is included. Then you can go and copy that, go into your PowerShell, paste that command in there, hit enter, and then you'll be done. You are ready. You are now farming. All you have to do is wait for the node to fully sync and for your farmer to fully plot, and you will start earning rewards. Some will be a little unfamiliar. It's unfamiliar territory for me to be doing something like this, but It's actually very, very simple once you've done it. Just follow those steps like I have done. If you have any problems, make sure to check the spacings between what you've copied and pasted into Word and then copied and pasted into Windows PowerShell, because a slight space can make it go wrong. But ultimately, once it's done, it is then running. You're now farming. Just wait for your node to fully sync and for your farmer to fully plot. Then we get to post node and farmer install care. So now that your node and farmer has been started, you'll wait for your node to sync and farmer to complete the initial plotting. While this is occurring, you can check out some of the helpful resources. So we've got the telemetry server and the block explorer, which you can check out. You can use a custom path, so you can set a custom path for your node and farm to use if you want to use an external hard drive, or set a custom path for the default. You can set the node and farmer to different directories if you'd like. So to set a node custom path, all you need to do is add the --base -path parameter after the --chain parameter. For example, it would look something like this. This guide also gives you details on switching to a new snapshot, wiping and purging, and help if you do need it around some of the areas. We also have the farmer where you can set a custom path as well, following a very, very similar execution of --base -path and then after the --chain parameter. So if you want to go into the advanced, there is a section on that. So that goes into about storing data on the Subspace network, running an archival node, building from source Linux. So if you are familiar with things like this, then it might be that you want to run an archival node. And if you've got, plenty of space. So as stated, the actual space that you need is around 150 gig of storage. If you're like me, this laptop rarely has less than 1 terabyte on it, so that's not really gonna affect me too much, having this 150 gig storage given up to help support that. But for other people, that space may be more important. Like I said though, you can actually change the path to a hard drive and run it through that. So an external hard drive could be used for that space if you want it to. Okay, so now you're part of the Subspace community and you have your own node and you're farming, and you'll be earning rewards as a result of it for using space that you might not be using on your desktop. And I definitely recommend, once you've done this, go follow their socials. So they have a GitHub, they have a Twitter and a Discord, which is pretty active, where you can speak with people. Any issues that you have as well with actually running this process that we've gone through, definitely a good place to go and chat to people on there. They might help find something that you may have done wrong. It may be that somebody identifies that you've got a space in the wrong place, and that's where the nodes have gone wrong. So let's finish by going into a bit more detail about Subspace Network and what it is aiming to do. So it's designed to be massively scalable and distributed infrastructure for Web3, and it's going to help connecting and enriching applications built atop of any existing chain. With its modular architecture and decoupled execution, Subspace can provide critical services like data availability to roll up zones, parachange, subnets, archival storage to any existing layer 1 or layer 2, and trustless cross-chain bridging solution for dApps to tap into the multi-chain paradigm. Unlike many proof of work or proof of stake networks, with proof of archival storage consensus model, a variant of proof of capacity, participants don't need any specialized hardware or any capital investment to participate as a Subspace consensus node operator. There's no staking requirement to run a farmer node. This allows anyone worldwide to contribute to the network's resiliency by using just their personal computer. Furthermore, Subspace was created to be open and permissionless from day one, so no one needs to compete for whitelist spots even during the incentivized testnet. Subspace Labs was the original creator of Subspace Network and remained a core contributor. The team hails from experience from Dapper Labs, Flow, Restream Protocol Labs, GitHub, Stanford, and more. Some of the past track records include managing a massive open source community of 1 million developers, bootstrapping a thriving multi-billion crypto ecosystem with 5 million mainnet accounts, and architecting highly scalable Web 2 infrastructures. So this is a team with a wealth of experience, a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds to help push this through, and it's been making really good progress. And a blockchain that's doing something very different with the proof of archival storage, then check Subspace out. And if you've done like me, go and sign up. If you've got space on your computer that you're not using, then you might as well run a node and be earning passive rewards at the same time. Okay, that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video. Always helps the channel out. Hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content. That is all from me. See you guys soon.